Hi, I'm Alaya F and today I am getting ready for the Bollywood Hungama Roundtable and I'm very excited, also a little nervous. But I thought it'd be fun if I took you guys behind the scenes to show you how I get ready for all of these things and answer some questions and do all that fun stuff. So yeah, come. Okay, so I'm going to go get ready now. So I'll see you. Today's BTS day only we've decided to do all these big curls that look like this. In the morning, my two standard drinks that I have are my beetroot celery juice and my orange juice. Yeah. And since it's morning time now, I'm having these two. But before red carpet, I used to have a little bit of tequila just to like calm down. That's what I wasn't saying. Can't remember what age, but I would steal my mother's kajal. Because my mother used to wear like this black liner and black kajal, and naturally you'll end up copying what your parents do. So I started doing that at an early age, just the very thick black eyes, and then now I can't do that because now it reminds me of my teenage days. So yeah, I used to go and steal her kajal, and then slowly I started stealing all her other stuff, and then one day she was like, "Do you want makeup? I can get you makeup. You don't need to keep taking my makeup because sometimes I go there and I think it's going to be there and it's not there." And she was like, "I have no problem with you using my makeup, but at least tell me." I think I got perspective of a lot of things much later on in life. But just generally when you grow up in that sort of environment, it sort of just feels like, I can't tell you when I realized because I felt like I always knew because you sort of grow up in it. But then later on you realize how other people saw things, which is very interesting. Okay, I'll tell you when I realized that my family is a little different. Is when I used to go for, like, anytime I would meet anyone's parents, like my friend's parents or like, someone that was in that age bracket, all the women would tell me that they have a crush on my nana and all the men would tell me that they have a crush on my mother. So I remember being like, why? They're not saying this about my friend's parents. I was like, so I remember that being very funny, where all the moms would be like, your nana is just so hot. And it's a funny thing for you to hear. So yeah, I remember that. So today Shubhi has styled me. Shubhi was Mohit Rai also. So yeah, I mean, I have a wonderful team of people that help me look nice. And how do we go about the look? Shubhi, how do we go about the looks? We discuss what the event/occasion is.
Yeah.
And
what would work.
And what would work. And what would work. And then we debate a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we reference.
And we always have good problems of too many options.
Yes, always. These are always good problems to have.
Yeah.
Although today's look I really like. I think like today's look is one of my
Favorites.
So right now I'm getting ready for the Bollywood Hungama Actors Roundtable, which I'm very excited about because firstly it's my first roundtable. So I'm a little nervous also, so I wanted to be very comfortable in my outfit. I didn't want to have to be stressing about, comfort and all of that. So the last thing you want to be thinking of when you're already nervous. So comfort was key. I didn't want it to be anything that was overly hectic. I wanted it to be more simple. So even hair-wise, even though it doesn't look like it's going simple, this is all in the pursuit of making hair extra simple. What I like about getting my hair done is I just wash my hair before this and then I just sit here and basically get a nice blow dry every time I have to get ready. So yeah, I mean, hair is a big focal point because I feel like it can make or break your face. And a lot of the time I've done hair that's really broken my face. So I don't know, I'm still sort of figuring out what sort of hair really works. Vidali, you're doing this while I'm talking. What sort of hair works best on my face? So I'm still in the process of figuring that out. I can't say I've figured it out already. My AC's gas has decided to run out today on a Sunday, a hot sunny Sunday where there are literally like, how many people are there in the home right now? 10, 12 people are in this house right now. I'm getting a blow dry done. And it's so hot. Everyone here is dying. As glamorous as this is looking, we are all sweating puddles right now. So I like to play around with it in photo shoots where there's controlled lighting, controlled images, controlled all of that. But I feel like anything that's not controlled, I like to play it safe, because you know how you look in images versus how you look in pack photos and videos are two very different things, because you can't control so many factors there. And so I feel like there it's a little better to play it safe, at least so far in my life. I'm sure I'll be switching it up. But for photo shoots or films and all of that, I'm more than happy to play around and do something totally new. Mithali did the makeup for Freddie, so it's perfect that she's here right now. Mithali, why don't you tell us what we tried to do for Freddie?
We were just trying to be like, there are two very distinct personalities that we have to show.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, we had to make sure that the nuances of each character was visible with the makeup, because otherwise the person is the same. So we tried to just create that difference.
And it was just a very subtle one where like suddenly, because the main thing is that after this happens, she finally can finally own who she is, which is like not a very nice person, but she finally can own who she is. So it's just that subtle bit of like, you know, everything is just a little more, because suddenly she can be a little more. So yeah.
That has a lot to do with the clothes as well. And
yeah. The clothes was so like, fuck, door opens and suddenly it's like, who dat? Yeah, it was fun only. It was a great process. It was, and also because I had no prep time for the film, which I've said like a million trillion times, all of these external factors like the costume or the hair and the makeup really helps. Because even then, even if you don't really know the character, if you don't get to prep with the character for too long, the look sort of makes you feel like it. I love when you feel like the character. I don't know how to explain it. So like, you know, a lot of times when in films they're doing a particular type of styling that they feel like normally, you know, I wouldn't like it, so they feel like in a film maybe I won't like it. I love having different styling in films, you know, styling that I wouldn't perhaps normally have the chance to wear or, you know, use in my normal daily life. I think it's the most interesting because it really makes you feel like the character. So, I mean, I loved it. I loved all the outfits in the first half actually. It makes you feel like that demure, sweet girl. And just last night I met my dadi, who's Parsi, and she was like, in the first half of Freddie, you look like a proper Parsi girl. And she was, you know, loving the whole look of the first character. Yeah, same character. But, so it was nice. I think Aki did a great job. And it's down to the little details also that you don't even notice, like the bracelet she wears or the type of watch that she wears. You know, everything was well thought of. When I'm sleeping well, drinking lots of water, and when my stress is less, my skin is great. When all three of those things go away, so does the good skin. So I think those are the top three. Other than that, of course, like, you know, it's good to have a skincare routine and have products that you like that you put on your face. But top three is drink water, sleep well, and keep your stress levels under check. That's the actual advice for good skin. And find a dermatologist you trust. I don't remember the first time I walked a red carpet, but I remember like so a lot of times when my mother would be going for events or for, you know, something of that sort, she would take me and my brother along. And I remember, you know, they asked those questions on the red carpet and also they would ask my mother, and my mother would, you know, just talk and talk and talk because, you know, she's very good at that. And I remember me and my brother used to be very, very like awkward and shy, and we used to sort of be clinging onto my mom's dress to be like, you know, and then they would obviously always put the mic at us. They were like, "Aapko kya lagta hai?" And then me and my brother would just be like, don't know what to say, and then we'd say one, two silly, small, sweet things. And I remember those moments were always scary. So I remember whenever we were approaching the red carpet, like I used to get very nervous because I used to be like, my god, they're gonna ask us also something. So while my mother used to be answering, I used to think, what would I answer? I love it. It's good. It's great. Yeah, it's perfect. It's exactly simple.
So
Ironing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like from like my generation of actors, I think Ananya's style game is really good. I think she's been doing really well with all her looks.
Absolutely very good.
Yeah, really nice stuff. Then of course there's Deepika, who's just like always looking like a goddess. God knows how. But yeah. Who else? I think so many people are doing really well with their style game. Vijay Varma is doing very cool things with his style. Who else? Many. I think everyone is sort of trying to really up their style game now. Depends on the look. Sometimes bigger jewelry is nicer, sometimes more delicate jewelry is nicer. I think it depends on the occasion or the look or all of that. I'm flexible with my jewelry. I like having fun with it. I like being safe with it also. Like today we're wearing these two little dangly things here. It's cute.
So happy?
Yes, love it. Thank you. So, I'll tell you a little bit about the outfit finally. Shumi, you can also be around just in case I mess up anything. So, my shoes, actually funny enough, these are actually my shoes. I just got them. They're Jeffrey Campbell and they happen to match the outfit really nicely. So, we got lucky. The dress is by Furlios. And I think it's very cute. It's like this. The back is also nice. Has all of this. Yeah, so the jewelry is nice and pretty and delicate and all of that, and really happy with the look. Now I'm going to do my photos first and then I'm going to run. Okay, bye.